Hey everyone, welcome back. So we're going to talk about today's stimulus update for this weekend, what's going on in the week, kind of some things going on, and addressing some things as well. So I'm going to be talking about stimulus checks, unemployment, what's gone with the negotiations, and continue on from there. So first off, stimulus checks. So there was a lot of talks about one of President Trump's tweets about $3,400 stimulus checks, which again, that is broken down of a family of four. So again, allocating where it would be $1,200 per person for, both partners, and then $500 per child up to 2 children, which would equal up to $3,400 if your income is below $150,000 for married. And then if you're single, it is $75,000 or less, then gets, little down piece by piece for every much more that you make. Again, he also has said that he is ready to give $1,200 to every American, which is untrue because one, the president cannot allocate funds by himself. Only Congress can do that. And again, the last stimulus package that included stimulus checks was equaled up to $300 billion. Again, the president cannot issue this order because only Congress can. But again, he can reallocate funds though. That is one thing the president can do. Funds that have already been allocated, he can redirect. So right now, if he wanted to address that 5th consecutive executive order, he could redirect funds from the Main Street lending program that was part of the CARES Act that has not been touched yet. That's over $500 billion. And that fund has not been touched yet because the stipulations behind it and the rules for Main Street lending for these businesses just don't find it appealing. So this money is just sitting there right now. The president can redirect it to the people. And again, there's more than enough money there for unemployment and for stimulus checks. So that is just one thing that's kind of a little frustrating, that this money is just sitting there and people are hurting. They need, they're needing extra funds for food, rent, other kind of things like that. But that is just what's going on for the stimulus checks. Unemployment, again, we're still kind of waiting on that aspect. It is allocated to $300 plus $100 additional from the state if states have wanted to appeal to it, which again, I'll post a picture right here where states have not been part of this. This is only a few states have only one state said they're willing to do this. Other ones are still questioning. Only 4 have said they're not doing it, which California and New York are a few of those saying that they're not going to do this because they can't afford it. And it's just so frustrating that this is come down to this right now. So right now, in your next unemployment check, it's just going to be whatever your state allocates to you. There's going to be no boost in it. And yeah, that's kind of one of those things right there. But going on to negotiations. So right now in negotiations, again, Congress is on recess. So Senate and the House are both out of Washington. All the representatives and senators have gone back home. But there is a very unique thing that's going on. There is a caucus that's been around for a little bit. It's called the Problem Solvers Caucus. It is split up between 24 Republicans and 24 Democrats. This caucus is kind of to be the middleman between everything. So, and I kind of want to go into this a little bit. Friday, there was a phone call meeting between Mark Meadows and the Problem Solvers Caucus. This is a quote from Representative Tom Reed, who's a Republican from New York's 23rd Congressional District, said, and I quote, that one of the things we've done is reach out as talks have broken down to send a message that many of us on both sides, especially our Problem Solvers Caucus, but not just our caucus, are willing to get negotiations back on track. That's very interesting. Okay, so we got some dialogue here. He also said, I appreciate Mark Meadows convening a call for us and spending time with us going through potential differences are really considering moving forward. So that's kind of an interesting thing. So Reed has said there is, no trust between parties, which is, it's so ridiculous. It's in response to Stepen, Gardner, and Clear Tax Value, which they've both said the statement, as well as Met Kevin. This is childish, people. This is absolutely childish. How can our representatives not just talk with each other, work together to help the American people? It is just mind-blowing. As well as Tom Reed, representative from Congress of New York, has also we are wired to talk to each other. We are a group of members that listen to each other. We respect each other. And at the end of the day, we want to put the country first. So these elected officials, these 24 people in this caucus, are willing to work together. But Nancy Pelosi, Mark Meadows, Mitch McConnell, these people apparently aren't. And these are the leaders of the party in Congress. It's just so mind-blowing. They've also said that they're pro-funding the post office, pro-getting a stimulus package done before the election. So we're hoping that, again, Congress is off until September 4th, and then September 4th, and then the first vote is not till September 14th. But if they can strike a deal together before then, Congress will come back to session and vote on a stimulus package if they can do this. But it is unclear what's going to happen right now, so we are just kind of at a standstill, and hopefully that we can come to an arrangement with this caucus and Mark Meadows and the president, that everyone comes to an agreement, because right now Democrats are at $2 trillion. They were at $3.4 trillion with the HEROES Act, and then Republicans are still only at $1 trillion with the HEALS Act. So there is no agreement, there's no meeting in the middle. At least Democrats have shown that they will come up a little bit, but Republicans are still holding true to what they are at. Hey, we don't want to spend any more money, even though the leader of the party, who is the president, Donald Trump, has said we want to spend more from time to time. He has said this, and I quote. But, it's just kind of a he said, hearsay. It's just a merry-go-round of complete, utter disarray. So, again, we're hoping for more clarity this week. We're not sure yet, but again, if you have found this video helpful, subscribe, hit the like button, drop a comment. I really love doing these, and again, informing everyone. I've talked with a lot of my friends. I've been watching these as well, and just reached out to a few of the people that have commented. Thank you so much, and let's just kind of, we'll move forward and go from there. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Until the next one. You've gotta know that nothing lasts.